The views and opinions expressed on this program are those of the participants and do not reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
BronxNet. Your voice, your views, your vision.
And hello and welcome to Open, the one and only show that opens the Bronx and the rest of the world right to you. I'm your host, Darren Jaime, and today we'll update you on what's happening in and around our community as well as around the world. Coming up on today's show, we'll find out what outreach initiatives the philosophy department at Lehman College has to offer. Then we'll sit down with an expert that will give us health and wellness tips, helping us to avoid that overindulging feeling during the holidays. And after that, we'll discuss President Obama's decline in approval ratings with TV, radio, and print media contributor Rich Valdez. And finally, Brandon Bryce will join us on set, to discuss the latest news in national politics. So we encourage you to stay tuned because all this and much more is heading your way, because right now, we're officially open. And hello, everyone. I'm your host, Darren Jaime, and today is Wednesday, November 27th, 2013. Of course, you're watching Open, the only live and interactive program bringing the Bronx and New York City straight to your TV set. We want to encourage you to stay connected to us. You can find out about us at Twitter at BronxNet TV and Facebook at Open BronxNet Television. Well, kicking things off, we all know that the holidays are around the corner. Thanksgiving is here, and we know it's also a time of overindulgence, quickly followed by an overwhelming sense of guilt. Well, to bypass the guilt this year, we've got registered dietitians from Montefiore Medical Center that are going to share alternatives to the popular holiday dishes that are out there to please the taste buds and not send the calorie counter over the charts. And so here to tell us a little bit more is a dietitian in the Division of Pediatric Endocrinology and Diabetes at Montefiore Medical Center, Miss Alexandra Kaplan-Corwin, and we welcome you to the show.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
I'm happy to have you, too. Now, I'm excited about this time of the year. Usually, you get to indulge, but we know many people, they just go over the cliff. And so you're going to help us now because you can enjoy the holiday season, but you don't have to overdo it.
Exactly.
Tell us.
Exactly. So this is a time of family, friends. We want to enjoy ourselves and we want to enjoy the food we're eating. But, a typical holiday meal can pack up to 4,500 calories and over 200 grams of fat, which is a ton. But, simple recipe swaps. You can roast your turkey instead of frying it using a little olive oil instead of butter, and then when you do eat the turkey, choosing the white meat instead of the dark meat and taking off the skin. It's going to save some extra calories and fat.
So those are just some of the things you do right off the top to be able to do that. Are we finding more and more people are becoming conscious about weight, health, especially during a holiday such as this?
Definitely. Everyone is sort of interested in how can we make these typical holiday dishes healthier, because the holiday staples, especially for Thanksgiving, are inherently healthy foods. We have turkey, nuts, cranberries, green beans. We just have to change the dishes a little, maybe not make the green bean casserole and sort of make steamed green beans or lightly sauteed green beans. You can top it with some almonds instead of topping it with the fried onions that are typically found in the casseroles in addition to high fat creams.
Most people do engage in the traditional recipes, and they find themselves, looking at traditional recipes or the family recipes that have been handed down because mom taught me how to do this, grandma taught me how to do this. If somebody's trying to find something that's in the non-traditional format on the little bit more healthier scale, what do they do?
Well, you can fill up on sides of healthy vegetables. You can look for the things in season. Even doing grilled Brussels sprouts, grilled cauliflower, filling up on those healthier dishes can help us, consume fewer calories during the holidays.
So we want to tell people to make sure that you can do that, because there's an opportunity for you to get some healthy recipes, some healthy alternatives, and there's some information, I guess, on the internet. Of course, the internet has a lot of information. Where else can people go to find out stuff?
Well, like Cooking Light, Eating Well, these are all healthy magazines, on the internet, or actual magazines that you can look at, which have a ton of healthy recipes.
So walk me through this. Say I walk into you, I say, Alexandra, I'm really, I'm planning a family meal. I'm trying to make things different. What's the first thing you tell me to do?
So the first thing, I would go light on the appetizer. So the appetizer time is, you're talking. It's very easy to pop in 5 appetizers and not even realize what you've eaten. So go light on the appetizers, focus on conversation, but try to pick appetizers like shrimp cocktails. You can do whole grain crackers with cheese. You can do raw veggies with a low-fat yogurt dip, or even something like fruit skewers, which will be light and prepare you for the big holiday meal.
And then when the big holiday meal comes, now if I'm a person that's a calorie counter, what should I be avoiding during this time, or what should I be kind of like modifying?
So research actually shows that if you come in with a sort of forbidden foods list, it actually works against you, because you end up craving those foods even more. And then when you do finally give in to that temptation, you end up overeating and gaining more weight. So I wouldn't recommend avoiding any foods, but I would recommend scanning the buffet first, seeing what you really want to eat, filling up mostly on vegetables, non-starchy, and lean protein, and then watching your portion of the high carbohydrate foods like the potatoes and the stuffing.
Sounds kind of healthy there.
Yeah.
Got to make sure that you do that. So more and more Americans are paying attention nowadays.
Definitely.
Okay, so if people want more information, we want to let you know that you can go ahead and check out the internet. You can find out some more healthy recipes at our Facebook page or on Open, BronxNet Television. There you'll be able to see exactly what to do and what not to do, and tips for really what not to do before we leave out of here one more time.
What not to do, well, you want to fill, it's less about what not to do, but fill up on the healthier foods, more vegetables, and then really not to beat yourself up if you overindulge a little, because it's the holiday time, and realizing you don't want to beat yourself up because it can spiral out of control in a season of healthy eating, and just make your next meal a healthy one.
And if I break it on Thursday, what do I do on Friday?
Get back on, exercise, make a healthy meal, and be okay with it.
And recover.
Exactly.
Alexandra, thank you so much for coming and sharing with us. And happy Thanksgiving to you.
Thank you. You too.
All righty. Well, guess what? As I said, for more healthy recipes, guess what? You can check out our Facebook page at Open BronxNet Television, and there you'll be able to find a healthier way to the Thanksgiving holiday. Well, the BronxNet Fitness 5K cross-country run for the trail not only celebrated 20 years of BronxNet Television, it celebrated 100 years of the Van Cortlandt Park cross-country trail and supported trail restoration and maintenance. Runners were encouraged to dress up in costumes, enjoy the trail, and our BronxNet correspondent, Ismaris Rivera, was out there, and guess what? Has more from the trail, and we're going to run to that right now.
This is the mecca of running, Van Cortlandt Park.
Van Cortlandt Park is one of the biggest parks in the city, bigger than Central Park. And to have all the groups here today is really tremendous.
On your mark.
Many events took place in honor of Van Cortlandt Park's 100-year celebration. BronxNet held its 5K fun run, CUNY Athletics Cross Country held their CUNYAC Championships, and proceeds from the 5K run were donated to storm resiliency efforts, trail restoration, and maintenance of the park.
This is the first time we've had a series so that people can show that not only do they love running the trail, but they like taking care of the trails.
I just want to congratulate all the student runners from CUNY Athletics and all the runners here today for the 5K run. Our organizations, including Friends of Van Cortlandt Park, the Van Cortlandt Conservancy, BronxNet, the Van Cortlandt Track Club, Everybody who's part of this makes a huge difference in preserving and improving this park. And I just want to say we can continue to make this park better every day if we have people using it and people participating. And if you look around today on this gorgeous day and see how many people are using the park, you know what an important, huge park this is for our community.
All of the students that came to compete in the CUNYAC Championships put in their best efforts. John Polina, Lehman College's rookie runner, earned a new record finishing at 26 minutes and 5 seconds.
This is my first cross-country season with a team. I was with Central Park Track Club previously, and this is my first cross-country season. And I did not expect to run this fast today, and I'm just in shock right now.
BronxNet also celebrated 20 years of programming with their 5K fun run. Many of BronxNet's favorite hosts took part in the race, including Baron Ambrosia and Rena Valentine.
The good part about it is it shows you that for a lot of people, this is bread and butter. They love this. So that, to me, I have an admiration for that. People who do this every day, and it is easy for them. So I'm looking, it's inspiring for me to have something to work towards that I've never done, which is become a good runner.
That finish line never looked so good. Honestly, I am elated that I actually ran the whole race.
I want to introduce you to a pioneer of hip-hop, the first MC, just to say a few words of encouragement. Grandmaster Melly Mel!
I would like to say I'm happy to be here today with you guys. I will be running with y'all in spirit. But keep up the good work.
BronxNet's executive director, Michael Maxnabi, reflected on the damages caused by Hurricane Sandy to the Van Cortlandt Trail.
Van Cortlandt Park is a magnificent cross-country trail. With races like this in the Run for the Trail series and the BronxNet Fitness 5K, the support goes to trail maintenance and restoration, as well as storm resiliency efforts, because the trails take us to victory, but who will take care of the trails?
I have to say that we're raising money here for people to be working just on the cross-country trail.
I had a great day today on the beautiful Van Cortlandt Park Hills. Chance to gather with the community for the BronxNet Fitness 5K. I got to salute our scholar athletes from CUNY here today from colleges across our beautiful city. And what you do at CUNY, Mike, is terrific. You are a voice. You look like you have a cross-country background. You are athletic, sir.
While it is the 100th anniversary of the park, it's only the 50th anniversary of my freshman high school run here. I'm a lifelong New York City resident and appreciate the park, what it is, what it has become over the years.
So the first award, the overall winner, and a member of Van Cortlandt Track Club, Bobby Asher. And on the women's side, Stephanie Yang.
I feel really good. I'm doing the New York Marathon next week, so did this as a little tune-up and have some fun.
How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm pretty tired, but I feel pretty good today.
You don't